Today I want to talk about speaking your goals into existence. How can you make anything happen that you want to have happen? From deep in my soul. What I know is when I am very detailed about what I want, I have a greater chance of actually accomplishing that goal. What I've also learned is when I write down what I need to do, I will get it done. What I do is every single night, I will write down what I need to accomplish the next day, and the vast majority of the time, I get those things accomplished. You can do the same thing when it comes to your life. When you write the goals down in detail and you visualize what those goals are, you will increase the chances that you'll reach that goal. If you say and write down something very specific, for instance, if you say, next Monday, I am going to have 20 minutes of vigorous exercise at 2 p.m., then you know the exact time, what you're doing, and the date that you're going to accomplish it, and for how long. When you are very specific about what you need to do, then you'll get it done. When we were kids, our parents would tell us where to go, what to do, when to do it, how to do it. They laid everything out for us. And as we've become adults, sometimes we forget that we need to do the same thing for ourselves. We need to tell ourselves what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, how we're going to do it. A lot of us feel lost sometimes about our daily routines and the habits we need to create. So it's very productive to write these things down and do it in great detail. So if you want to attract something better into your life, take a second and write down exactly what that is going to be in great detail. I also think one of the biggest things you can use this for is changing who you are. So ask yourself, who do I want to be? If you had to write down who you want to be, what would you say? What are the details you would write down? Would you be able to write down what day and time when you would want to be this person who you want to be? Can you visualize who you should be? And can you write the details of that person down on paper? I think the big thing is if you don't know who you want to be and what that looks like and all of those details, then you're kind of just living life on a wave, up and down, wherever the wind takes you, instead of determining exactly who and what you want to be, writing it down and chasing that goal. Now, when you're writing your goals down, be very careful with how you write your goals. For example, when you're writing your goals, you wouldn't say, I want to write a book. What you would say to yourself if you want to write a book is you would say, I will become a writer. If you want to run a business, you don't say, I'm going to start a business. You will say, I will become a businessman. If you want to make $1 million, you're not going to say, I will become a millionaire. You're going to say, I will execute money-making behaviors. What you're doing, instead of saying what you want, you're saying, this is the identity that I want, and here's what I will do. I will be a writer. I will be a businessman. I will be rich by doing behavior that brings in money. We get lost in saying, I want to play this sport, or I want to write this book, I want to start this business, instead of saying, this is the identity that I will form and who I will be, and here are the details of what that looks like and what I need to do to make that happen. It's almost like we start with the thought, but we don't put the thought on paper in laying the plan in our mind of what that looks like. What does it look like to write a book? What does it look like to make $1 million? You need to visualize what that identity looks like and put it down on paper in detail so you know exactly what you need to do and who you need to be. This is a bit different than what we've heard. We've heard the law of attraction where you can write yourself $1 million check and it'll happen. We've heard that, oh, you just need to be confident. We've heard that you just need to say what you want and speak it into existence and pray on it that you'll become a millionaire or make money. No, what you need to do is visualize what that looks like in your mind so your brain knows what it's shooting for, and then put in detail the goals you need to reach and what you need to do. I think that's a simpler method. Everyone may not agree, but what do you think? And what is your detailed identity that you're shooting for? So I'd love to know down in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it changes the way you're thinking about things. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to stay updated on the latest. But more importantly, to stay updated on YouTube, press the subscribe button below.